We'd like to welcome everybody here today for a press conference from CanUSA Sports. First, we want to thank Batavia Downs for their awesome hospitality here, a new corporate partner with us, and we'll be over at Batavia Downs quite a bit this season, so thank you to Batavia Downs. Also, thank you to Bully Hill Vineyards, one of our major sponsors, always a great supporter of CanUSA Sports. Some great exciting news we have from CanUSA Sports. CanUSA Sports is a parent club of the Elmira Enforcers hockey team and the Elmira Pioneers baseball team. And we wouldn't be here today without great work by Rachel Tabelski. She did a lot of effort, great professionalism and communication to get us to where we are today. And thank you to their counsel, George Van Ness, for all the effort he put in with our counsel, Robert Julian, who did an amazing job putting this together so quickly. We're here to announce that CanUSA Sports will own the Batavia Muck Dogs. Thank you. We reached a 5-year agreement, a long commitment to keep the great history, tradition of baseball here in Batavia. It's going to be more than just Muck Dogs baseball. We'll also manage and take care of Dwyer Stadium. Great history over there. You'll see Muck Dogs baseball game. You'll see Little League baseball games, high school baseball games, concerts, special events. You name it, you think of it, we want to have it at Dwyer Stadium. The stadium is owned by the community, and we are just holder of the keys for all the great events that will take place at the stadium. At this time, I'd like to bring up Rachel Tabelski to speak on behalf of the city and keeping baseball in Batavia.
Thank you very much, Robbie. Thank you to you and your wife, Nellie, who I just had the opportunity to meet. We are so thrilled and excited to be able to have, God willing, baseball this summer here in Batavia. I think back when I was a little kid, I used to go to games, and I always sat on the first base line. So I am always a big fan of the first baseman on any team. When I was a little kid, it was the Batavia Clippers, and they were affiliated with the Philadelphia Phillies. And at that time, my favorite ball player, unlikely, was John Kruk. A very interesting ball player. For anyone that knows and follows the sport, for a little girl to have him as her favorite baseball player is kind of funny. So on behalf of the community, we want to thank you so much for coming here, investing in our city, seeing the value of our city, the value of our community, and bringing community baseball back to Batavia. It was sad when the Penn League could not operate anymore, but we think we found a true gem in you and your family and your organization, and I can't thank you enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Also to speak here about keeping baseball in Batavia, Tom Turnbull, the president of the Chamber of Commerce.
Thanks, Robbie, and welcome to Batavia and Genesee County. I predate Rachel a little bit. She says Batavia Clippers. I remember it was the Batavia Pirates. I saw Gene Baker manage here, the first African-American manager in professional baseball. I played, when I was in Little League, we had these days where you go out there and we played catch with Manny Sanguian was my partner. So I know I don't look that old, but I actually do go back those days. And it's great. But then all the way up, we've been, I've been a lifelong native of Batavia and Genesee County and gone to the games all through the years, through the Trojans, through the Clippers, all the way to the Muck Dogs, and seen people like Chase Utley and Ryan Howard play here. And I have no doubt, when there were rumors that the NYP was going to go under, that I had no doubt that baseball would still be good here with a perfect game, a collegiate baseball league. We'll have fine players. And that's what our county wants. That's what our area wants. They just want to see good baseball, and I'm very sure that that's going to happen. And we're very happy that you've taken a chance on us. And I think you're going to find our community too, that we work really well together. Whether it's Rachel in the city and Andrew McGuire at the Batavia Development, and all of our agencies work together. We get along together. Maybe that's why we work together, because we get along very well. And I think you'll be welcome with open arms here. And we wish you all the best and do anything we can to help you. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Turnbull. On that, the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League is a development league, wooden bat league, one of the best in the country. All young superstars from mostly Division I schools. All these players are trying to be major league ball players. They all come in great shape, work extremely hard, and they just want to be pro athletes. A couple years ago, we had a player drafted in the late first rounds to the Baltimore Orioles. And he just signed a deal not too long ago with a $2.8 million signing bonus. I joke around, he didn't call us or send us any money, but congratulations to him and all the great players that play in the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. As I announced already, our staff, we have a great staff. My wife and Mark Witt, our general manager, Kane Cowper, our operations of all of our arenas and stadiums, and manager Jonathan Clement, and we have an entire staff put together. We think we're a little bit creative, so we spent about a month thinking of a name, and we came up with a name, and we all thought it was awesome. We came up with uniforms, and it was great, and it was super, and we were so excited about our new name of our team. And then we started talking to the people in Batavia, and when we started talking to them, they kept saying, "Muck Dogs." We didn't know what a muck dog was. We had to research and find out what a muck dog is. And the more we searched around, the more we kept on coming back, Muck Dogs. So the amazing staff we had and the effort we put together of an amazing logo got shot down, and we are going to stick because of rich, great history, and all the people that we talk to love their Muck Dogs. We are happy to announce we are staying Batavia Muck Dogs. And a big part of that, Brian Paris with Genesee County Baseball Club, we met with all them. The great folks are letting us use that name, use their logo. So Brian, if you would come up and say a few words about us staying the Muck Dogs.
Thanks, Robbie. It is great to hear that our logo is going to be back out there again. It has it'll be 26 years this year since that name came about, and I'm excited that it's going to be back out on the field. People love it, but even more so, glad that you're going to be in here operating. I think we have found an absolutely fantastic entertainment operator. If you look at the history of Elmira and what he's done down there, I couldn't be more excited about them coming up here to provide the level of professional entertainment that they have proven to give to a community. And I think you'll find Batavia to be a great place. It is a great place to live and grow up, and hopefully a great place for these collegiate players to come in and play. I would challenge all of you, if you haven't gotten to know Robbie and his team, spend some time in the next so many months when they're here to get to know them. It's a fascinating family with a very rich history of sports. One quick note, if you're going to make him mad, just remember who you're about to get involved with here. He had a lot of penalty minutes in professional hockey. So, but yeah, it is just awesome that they're coming in. And for them to slide in here after the Penn League moved away and then a pandemic, I think this is great. So I'd like to shake your hand, but I know we're not allowed, so we'll kind of do that from a distance. But thank you very much for coming in to do this, Robbie.
Thank you. We're excited to be the Muck Dogs. But I saved that temper for on the ice only. I haven't had any incidents since my play. Well, maybe I had one with the ref, but we won't. You probably can YouTube that, but we won't talk about that one. Other great news, people have said, how are we going to fill the team? The Elmira Pioneers have already signed 40 players for this season. We're behind the 8 ball. We need to get this done. Well, we have great news. We're expecting and hoping for this day, so we have signed our manager already for the Muck Dogs. Our first manager for the Batavia Muck Dogs in the PGCBL is Jose Martinez. Jose goes by Joe. He was a former Detroit Tiger shortstop. He's coached in this league, had a great season in Utica, and he's highly recommended by some people that helped me put this together. As I said, our president, Bob Julian, and Jose comes highly recommended. We're excited. Very soon, we know he's already got players signed for our team, so that our next announcements will be coming of the signees, and these players come from Canada, US, some other countries, and they'll be moving into this area, and we'll be looking for a host family soon. And we know COVID is out there, COVID is real. If something happens, we're ready to react. Obviously, we follow every COVID guidelines, and we'll be ready. But we are looking for some host families if you have an extra room, and looking for 2 to 4 to 8 baseball players staying for a couple months with you. We would appreciate, and there is compensation for that, so we will be reaching out to some host families very soon. So Jose Martinez is the first manager of your new Muck Dogs. We also wanted to tell you season tickets are now on sale. We have brochures here. We'll be contacting all the old season ticket holders, not saying you're old, but all the former season ticket holders. We will not sell anybody's seat from underneath you. We've heard there's some season ticketers that have had their ticket for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, the same seat. We'll guarantee make sure you get your same seat you've had. And the great news, season tickets start at family affordable entertainment at a low $99, which equals $3.33 per game. If you're in VIP seating, that comes with waiter or waitress service to your seat, it's $199 for the games, which equals $6.66 a ticket. So we're excited. We want to keep the prices affordable, and we want to pack Dwyer Stadium for this upcoming season. And thank you to the media members for all your time you spent coming out and covering us. Thank you to Russ Salway, who's done a great job keeping baseball in Batavia, Facebook, and always looking out for baseball in Batavia. Thank you, Russ. And thank you to the entire Batavia community for welcoming my wife and I, our family, into your city. And we hope we can make you proud with the Batavia Muck Dogs. Thank you very much for coming out. Is there any questions?
I'm going to have some questions, but I think personally, I wonder if we could get Russ to come up and say a few words.
Russ?
From the fan perspective. Really? Yes.
I asked Russ about that, and Russ says, well, I'm shy. I don't like to say anything. But Russ is one of the fans that spent a lot of time. He lives near the stadium, and he's been one of those stories. Everybody we talk to, it's like Elmira. I was a little boy. I was a bat boy. My grandfather brought me to the games. My grandfather was the first bat boy. We hear stories. This is good for the whole economy. We stopped in a little corner store the other day, Mark Witt, our general manager, and I, and we went to get a drink, and we asked them, what does Muck Dog baseball mean to them? And they're like, thousands and thousands of dollars it means to them. When the team's playing, the players go there, the fans go there. And as we went around town, we heard all these same stories. When players come, the fans are going to get gas. They're going to eat at the local restaurants. They're going to go to get a coffee. They're going to spend money downtown. So it's so important. But Russ, we'd love to have Russ come from a fan's point of view. What does it mean to keep baseball here?
Thanks, Howard.
Always reference.
No, I appreciate, oh, take the face mask. Yeah, I appreciate Robbie. I've been talking with Robbie for a couple months now, and he contacted me. Very excited about everything he's been talking about. And then I started looking into what they've been doing down in Elmira and love everything that they've done down there. So really looking forward to what's going to happen. I think from what he's been talking about, the fans are going to be really excited and expect really packed crowds at Dwyer Stadium. and just really excited for hopefully the 2021 summer season. And I've been a host family before, and I plan on being a host family again. And definitely, everybody think about if you can host a couple players or more, it's great. They're just here for summer, and they're lifelong friends after that. So, and you never know, you might have a friend with, like I do, with the Chicago Cubs. So, thank you, and thank you, Robbie, and your family, and everybody from Elmira to come up here and save baseball. Thank you.
Thanks, Russ.
Thanks, Russ. You're awesome. See, you did a great job. We're glad to hear Russ is back, and I want to bring up Dewey. Dewey has returned from hibernation. So Dewey, welcome back to the team. It's our mascot Dewey back. Thank you, Dewey. We look forward to seeing you at the ballpark.
So, one of my first questions is, with minor league baseball, there's been this long-standing complaint that players are kind of transitory. They're not local. They don't come from the local community. People don't get a chance to get to know them or root for them. I'm just wondering, in this league, is there any emphasis on trying to match teams with match players with the communities that they're from, so you get to see your local college kids play at your local team?
So there is no exact rules like that. Can USA Sports, we will be looking for at least 4 local players from the area to play for the Muck Dogs. We do want the local flavor. So if you know of a star college player that is either Division I or II baseball that you think can play for the Muck Dogs, we want to know about them, and we want them on our team. So we want that local flavor with our team. These players are really accessible. They're not like Major League Baseball players. You'll get to know the players. We'll be out in the community. We didn't speak on that. If there is a community event anywhere, we will be there. We want to be there. So if you got a Little League parade, we'll lead the charge. Dewey will be there. We'll be there. We want to be everywhere in the community. If there's a fundraiser, we want to give back to the community. Obviously, we'll wear pink jerseys for cancer awareness and donate the money. We're here to donate and give back to the community as much as we can.
Tell us about the league. How will fans perceive a difference between a short season single A and a collegiate league? What would be the
I don't believe,
better, or-
I'm not going to say it's better, but you're not going to see as much movement. The players are here for the summer. I think you're going to fall in love with a certain players, maybe the first baseman, like Rachel said, but you'll find some favorites and you'll follow them throughout their career and see. We have a pitcher we went down to watch. He was playing for Baltimore and he was pitching against the Yankees, and it was kind of a neat for our family that this is our baby going, playing for the Baltimore Orioles. So the same thing as you've gone through. You'll see players come and go. We've actually had some baseball players came here, and I asked him what's he going to be after he leaves, and he was already a full-fledged doctor. He didn't want to play. If Major League Baseball came along, that was fine. But he was a full doctor, and he came to play the summer with us. So it's very interesting, the different players we'll have here. And I don't think you're going to notice a difference because some of these players will get drafted. There's been hundreds and hundreds of players drafted from this league. The number of players that are playing Major League ball today that played in this league a couple of years ago is probably 30, 40 players. So you're going to see a lot of quality baseball.
Good to hear. My final question for right now is just, I know business is tough. What assurances do you have that you'll be successful in Batavia, and why do you think you'll be successful in Batavia?
Hard work. We're going to knock on every door. This is the community's team, so we want the community to support us. It's the way of life for the citizens. My staff knows I'm never happy unless we're sold out every single game. And, a lot of people say that can't happen. They've told me that in Elmira wouldn't happen. We took a team that was averaging less than 700 a night to over 3,000 a night. They told me at the hockey rink it wasn't going to happen when their team folded and went away and they didn't know how to make ice anymore. We came in and showed them how to make ice and put in over 3,000 a night. So it's just hard work and a great staff and putting the right people in place. And we're going to knock on every single door. If you own a business, we're coming for you. We need your support.
And then hockey reminds me of one other thing. Youth hockey's big here. Will you leverage, your connection with hockey and your Elmira team, up here for our hockey?
We would love to. We're concentrating on baseball right now, but I cannot lie. Rachel and I had our first conversation about hockey, a little hockey conversation yesterday. We love to help out and give back. If we can bring our team up here to run some clinics to help out with the teams here. Our family helps out and at minor hockey every night. Kane, who manages our buildings and takes care of it, he was able to break away tonight because we're always at the rink and we're there. We're not absentee owners. We're going to be here, and we'll have our thumb on it and make sure it's run the way we want it to be.
Robbie, a question about your season. When does it begin? You know, when the home opener would be. And how many games do you play?
So 30 home games, 30 road games, but we'll put in some extra games. I like to bring in teams from Canada to play against us. I've talked to the team in Welland, a team in Canada, Ottawa, actually, to come in and play. So we'll have some extra games. I definitely would love to have, if it doesn't happen this year, maybe next year, the team, the Wounded Warriors in here. A very great night for the whole park to get behind and support our veterans. We'll have all those games. The start of the season, the players start arriving near the middle to end of May. I would look at the home opener, don't have a calendar in front of me, May 28th, 29th, that Friday, Saturday area of May. We play all of June, all of July, and first week of August of the championships, and the players need to get back to school. So short season, and while they're here, they're playing baseball mostly every night.
A lot of families come out for fireworks. What can you say about the fireworks that the previous month was?
Yeah, definitely fireworks are a special night, and we'll continue those fireworks. We have them down in Elmira. They do extremely well, and we pack the house down in Elmira. I'm sure we'll pack the house here on fireworks nights. We want to be packed every night. Any other questions? Thank you to everybody for coming out today, and go Muck Dogs.